when we was coming up, you know, I mean, that's, you know, it wasn't peaches and cream, you know, I mean, but, and mainly, God, wasn't, a lot of times, man, it wasn't because, oh, I did some dirt, it just mainly, yo, him. Now what? You know, who, you know, we were talking, you had to defend that. Like, what bomb meant literally that. Like, you know, not that if I told you my brother wanted me to be here at 5. So if I left and came back at 5:45, you know, my word failed, I'm here. But it means, man, regardless of whom or what, right, when you defend the truth in which you speak. You know, defend it however. I mean, listen, you know, but sometimes you gotta do it physically too. You know, but we were taught to fight. That's why, you know, like among, you know, no disrespect to nobody else. You know, you get this, man. That's why brothers come in, like, yeah, I like the way you talk to me. Then you in the wrong science, man. I know no disrespect. I told brothers in here. And I know some people gonna see this and say, wow, because this, you need to, like I was saying before, on the Facebook, without having to go through why I said what I said, but on there I was talking about, man, you know, I was disappointed at what some guards did because they allowed somebody to say something at your parliament, right? You know, and I just left, right? And so I was like, you know, they had me heated. So I was like, wow, man. I said, well, you know, but where was your spine at? And I mean, you don't have to necessarily, you no corrective action on your piece. You can't do that, or you can't say that, or listen, what do you mean? Like, you know, whatever. You just allow this rambling to go on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know, so I had that kind of question. You know what I mean? Because again, you look out. And I was giving out. Look at me. You stand up. They ain't on that. That's why I say the many left. You know what I mean? Because some people gonna stand up under that, man. Like I'm White Carpet Sincere told me shut up. I'm in the middle of a cipher, and these dudes ain't playing. We come from the cipher. You cut through a cipher, you get your ass whipped. With Shalon and the punk, he opened it. It's like no one. I go walk through there. Hey, peace, God. Hey, me. How you doing? You know what I mean? So I cut his build off so he could stop and look at me. And then, you know, so he told me later. I told you to shut up. I told you that because did you see what you did? And he was sharp. He caught me. I said, God, Bob, he's a bully. It's my man. He's a gangster. Got gangster meaning like, you know what I mean? He was, you know, but he was noted, you know what I mean? But he told me, shut up. Yeah, no, God, don't do that. And that's why I got the, you know, oh, people, you right, go, let me, you know, put your hand down, man. He said, I touch you here. Then what comes mental comes physical. You know what I mean? I don't know who you are yet. Let me get to know who you are. Then we do all that old, yeah, my man and all that, whatever. And we did. But what I'm saying is that, and I understood it. Because when I went home, then I had these 7 Crown dudes I had to talk to. Right? You know, yeah. You know, yeah. Right before them dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah, he came up later on. Yeah. I mean, you talking about the Hawks and the Jolly Stompers, them days. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But they do, because they were like, this is our territory. And our truth was spreading, not because we were gang, but because people were galvanized and told the truth. And so a lot of that we fighting because they were jealousy. Right? Like, you know, like, yo man, your dudes can't be around here. I live here. I live down the block. What the fuck you mean I can't be, excuse my language, I can't be here. You know what I mean? This is Crown area. Man, you know, hand game, But they can fight too now, see? See? That's my brother. It's my older brother there. He ain't playing boxing. Ain't no, you know, my other brother, Kasim, he knew little karate, you know, that crying guy. I did. Shut up. This is what you gonna do. You gonna go back out there, so get blood in your mouth. And all this over because you the original man. Because I'm standing on this corner, quoting this degree, and mainly because, you know, it's an old side of Elijah talk. You teach the women, the men to follow. So the question was, where were all the women? Right? So they following the guards. Right? So you're like, yo man, you know, so who do you think you are? And you had to know what you're doing with these. You know, like I told you before, I was telling God, I had to laugh, and this is true. I seen these 2 young brothers, 2021, they were play fighting. So I'm thinking, okay, this there's a joke with this. Yeah, like you're not serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So but again, but you had to, and VJ tell you this too. You know what I mean? You had because you had to defend this truth. So we were taught how to fight. You know. Oh, and even if you didn't have it, have heart. Father said, don't you be on the corner, and you scrapping, and I'm running around calling wrong dude. You're wrong dude. If it was in a fight, so why don't you? Where was you? You left him there? Yeah. Now you come get me. What you get me for? You should be coming back. Well, if you're coming back, please come back with some blood in your mouth. You over there now, man. All right, let's go. You know what I mean? I know people say, oh, that sounds so rough in this day and time to this day. Make no mistake. Case in point, I told my little young brothers, the Yonkers, I told you, I'm coming down the block. He's AOG. I said, okay, how you doing? So now, this is how it started. The young kid did one, that's old school, to hit me with this one. AOG, what's up? I said, the other boy said that. Then the kid behind him wanted to see him. I said, oh, word? You know what that means? I'm gonna see you good? Right? You need something? I'm like, wow, you know, because I felt a little insulted. So I said, I'm good. You? Yeah. I said, no, you're not. I went to the store. He's like, what? Because I know what the head nod. I said, okay, that's your daddy must have taught you that one. You know what I mean? So I went to the store. So so I'm like, teachable moment. So he come in, said, yo, boy, me holler at you, man? I said, yeah. What do you mean by I'm not good? You are? Yeah. Look to your left. What do you see? What? I said, look to your left. What do you see? Stores, look to your right. What do you see? Yeah. Do you own anything on there? In fact, although I don't want to, these are our people, but where those who live here, what do you own? Where the black store at? No. I said, but you thick and you deep on this corner getting this paper. I respect the game. I've been there. I got you. But you own nothing. I said, I'm going to tell you what you do own. You own a bunch of dudes on the store, so I'm going to show you something also. Right? So an old man walked by, another old man walked, hey, how you doing? He waved at him. I said, you know why he waving at you? You know my mama? Nah. I said, I don't even know you. He waving out of fear. Yeah, he waving because he like you. He like you for. Right? You dudes don't even know how you dudes hustle backwards. No, not that I condone it. But you just have no, your pants is down, the music is loud. A clap, look at my big ass car, you got killed anybody on the block. Like, man, you do. So take him through the basics. You know what I mean? So now I got his attention. He's somebody. You get the other dudes listening. They like, yeah, say, no, listen, I got you. I'm not, and you get someone who's somewhat wise. He'll make a shrewd statement like, oh, nobody trying to hear that knowledge shit. I ain't no problem. I said, but you know what, though? And guess what? I said, you know what yakisoba is? No, I bet you don't. I said, you know what it's like to be in a cell with another dude at 5 right now, and he go, lock in! He's like, you're shocked like this. I did that. He's like, I said, nah, I've been up, my man's. No, I'm talking about you. Have you been there? No, okay. Because that's what comes with this. I mean, even though it's a different day and time, but I'm kind of getting little bits and pieces. But my point is, I then have to let them know that you're a said nation. Said means something questionable. What's prescribed is on said person. What is the said birth record of the Nation of Islam? What is the birth record of said nations other than Islam? Said means something questionable. You say you a nation, or you say you civilized, but there's something questionable about you. You're not no nation. You're thick. You get paper. I hear you. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm just, you know, that give my little tits and bits of left and come back, you know, like, yeah, but you know, just I said, yeah, but no disrespect. I hear you, bro. No, you know, you teach them rudiments. It's just like God, that's how we was taught. That's how we was taught, man. We was taught, look, okay, look, first be a man. First be a man. Second, be able to defend who you are. Because just because it's Supreme, Bondu, Infinite, just because those names alone, people coming at you. A Shah that passed away taught me in Fort Greene on the other side, never forget this lesson, how to defeat an army in a matter of seconds. Right. Shah taught me that. No, I don't know, what do you call it, the mule? I don't know none of that. See, like Black Messiah, I had one lesson. I was more intimate connection with Shah than I was with Messiah, because I met him one time. You know, so it was always, you know, I always call him the common sense God. But, you know, but he taught me, he said, God, he said, God, first get to the leader. You know what I mean? You know, that old school sign, you get to the leader. You know what I mean? So then you kind of like disseminate, you like this. So the other people, they just go like, okay, bet. So a lot of these Arabs, because the argument was, there was a lot of people coming from different parts of the country, they come into our communities back in the late 80s, early 90s. The Koreans and everybody, all these fish and chip spots coming up, but you was knocking these mom and pop spots out, right? And everybody getting them, and they hooking you. Yeah, how you doing? Hey, Empire, hey! But the minute they straight, they solidify their position. You pay now, nigga. Now I'm a nigga. Now these Arab dudes are taking my women and disrespecting them now. You know, because I'm good, because I'm the only game in town. Because we raised my hand, your stupid backside didn't want to get this building that they were selling for $1. Right? So I gobbled it up. You know what I mean? They think, okay, I got no problem with that until you came in there, but then I just didn't like the disrespect. So we was having issues with them. This was also during the time this Imam Issa dude was doing his thing. So we was going through a lot of, you remember him out of Medina, out of Brooklyn, with that, the book of the 5% and all that. Yeah, we beat their backsides up. Dr. York, yeah. Yeah, there's a zany, you know, he come out.
That's all rules.
Yeah, that's all rules. Yeah. Good idea. Like the guy was going back about the idea. Yakub, he sure was. You had a good idea, but your idea was masquerading to something else. But once again, even that, when you come there, some people go test you. What you in my house? What do you want? You know what I mean? You know, be in prison. You know, again, the most adverse place in the world, abnormal place also. Everybody want to be God there. Please, you go. I always want to get to nah. There's different criteria of wanting to get to knowledge, but the same rule of thumb. Woman too, because Omala, Cypher, Jameen, all them are warriors. They cuss you out in a minute. And I mean, wisdom, understanding. These women have spine. So that means they reflected the light of some strong men, some strong gods. But their thing was, because you had to defend the truth in which you speak. Right? And people will get at you here. People just recently we had 1 or 2 incidents, you know, people come in and we come and take things for granted, and we come in there, you know, disrespecting, cussing the law out, he ain't this and that and what. Yo, get out of here, man, please, man. Please, have a good day. Sometimes you gotta do that. Have you not heard your word is bond regardless of whom or what? Yes, my word is my bond, and my bond is my life. I'm giving my life before my word shall fail. You know. But that doesn't mean necessarily you giving your life to hurt somebody. But you know, I'm defending the truth in which I speak.
If Mecca did this.